Alrighty. Now, normally when I wake up in the mornings, I usually feel sometimes like a piece of shit, or sometimes, feeling like I don't want to remember anything that happened last night. But that's not the case here. I'm not going to stoop to some asshole's level or whatever it is about what happened. Instead, I'm just going to actually move on with what I'm doing and actually just come forth with something to move over something negative is to do something positive with your life. It's a good way to actually help out to move any of the negativity out of the way. But, after last night, what just happened, after all that, I decided to sever ties and all that crap. And now, I will admit, probably didn't say the right thing at first, and like I said, I was tired of shit, but everything else I don't regret saying. But I actually had like a father and son moment right after all this stuff began with a former friend of mine, but I got to talking to my dad and all that, and we had like a father and son moment, which really actually made me feel very blissful, very happy and all that, that I got to, say, I love you, Dad, you're always a good dad. And, he's always treated me right, and he's done a lot for me, so I figured, coming forth with something, feeling happy about something after something bad transpired, it's a good way to keep moving on from something that's, what's that right word I'm looking for? Something that feels like you're under pressure from something, or when you're feeling like a lot of people are going to gang up on you on a when they call you out of nowhere. But, like I said, I don't regret what I said about what I said last night. But I was actually happy I had a father-son moment. But let me just be clear about something. The father and son moment, the dad that I had told, I love you too and all, is a lot separate from the incident I had with a friend of mine. So I want to keep that clear and all. But what I really want to get into today is a really serious topic. And it's getting me thinking. Now, after learning the actual meaning of the word anti-hero, or the context of it, basically anti-hero is actually short for kill yourself. That's basically what it is. Now, there's a lot of people who I've witnessed actually using either the kill yourself or hanging yourself, construct a gun, players, shoot yourself in the head type of thing. And that's what it's gotten me thinking of suicide. Now, before I get to that part of the subject, I just wanted to ask about the anti-hero thing. Who the fuck came up with that shit in the first place? Seriously, anti-hero? That almost sounds like anti-hero for that fucking sake of the matter, but no, it's about suicide. That makes no fucking sense. I can't fucking process what that would mean, and it's something that just really pisses me off. But I'm not here to get too completely pissed off, because I want to get into a deep other subject about the phrase of suicide and how it is mean. A lot of people have actually asked, is it selfish of someone to actually commit suicide? Well, it depends on what that situation is. And like I said, this is kind of the same kind of way. It's a reminiscent of the Cutters video that I made in response to Onision about. Basically, you need to understand that person and why it is that they're going through what they feel that they were going through. Did their girlfriend dump them or boyfriend dump them? Are they having family issues? Are they being made fun of, like being thrown in the trash can almost every day? Having their life just torn apart about something. It's really sad, and I understand that there are a lot of people out there who actually are on that verge, and there are people who actually take their own lives as well every day as we speak. It's a very sad thing, and I understand that, you can't really blame the person for what they're doing. You gotta understand the pain that they're going through. So I'm just gonna at least say, before I move on, that if you have someone that you know that is actually on the verge of committing suicide, or actually just, that, is just having the obsessive talk of suicide, be a good friend, and no matter what, no matter how it might be in vain, I'm sorry, I did not say that right. No matter how it would be in vain to say, be there for them. Try to be a good friend for them. Comfort them if you have to, because that's something that a good friend is always there for. Sorry. Okay, but it's really sad for people who actually have these tendencies to do that, because some things that happen to them. You can't always say that a person who commits suicide is selfish. Like I said, you have to understand why it is that they're going through that process. Whatever is going through their head is basically because the main factors which actually contribute to it is either maybe abuse, maybe verbal abuse, maybe the fact that they actually live a recessive social life, or being completely depressed, or maybe they're dealing with death in the family, or maybe they're dealing with multiple deaths in family or friends. That's what we need to understand about the person, and know that we can actually still be there for them, even though they kind of hit rock bottom. That's the person. I mean, there has to be a person for everyone like that to put their hand out into the darkness and reach them out into the light. That's something I want to do. I want to be able to help people, and that's basically what I'm trying to do. Trying to walk out of the negative and try to walk into the positive. By trying to say, if you are actually on the verge of actually having suicidal thoughts or suicide, like I said, I mean, if there's someone you need to talk to, then talk to them. If you need someone to comfort you, by all means, get someone to comfort you, because I really can't blame you if you're actually feeling this way because of these certain issues. And I'm not going to say it's everyone in that process, or everyone 100%, but for the most people who are actually having that verge of suicide because of these things, from verbal abuse to social issues, or maybe even death in family and friends, I can completely understand there. So that's just what I wanted to say about the whole entire subject here. Now, apart from that anti-hero crap, I don't know who the fucking idiot actually created that shit to begin with. And I hope that person actually gets a slap in the face for it. But, you know, that's as far as it goes. But, like I said, if you're on that person who's on the verge of actually feeling suicidal, or actually on the verge of committing suicide, I can't say 100% of the time, because I said my advice is not something that's always supposed to be 100% taken, you know, to be taken to heart 100% of the time. But my point of view of advice: find someone to talk to, or take a deep breath for the moment and just think about the positive things in life. Can't always help, but sometimes it never hurts to think about something good that's happened to you in your life. You know, it just might make things a little better. But, anyways, that's the time I'm going to be making on the video, so I will actually catch you guys later. So I'm Jasmine Bo, the ThrashMetalGuru. You guys have a very wonderful day.